Hello and welcome back to episode 29 of The Long Dark. I'm Vic and you're watching yet another Let's Play channel. So, in between episodes I made it to the poacher's camp, as you can see. I found some cured leather in the box there, so I was able to repair my boots, which is really nice. And other than that, I've pretty much forgotten what I was up to because I took several days off to go and visit some friend for New Year's Eve. And then I just got back from going and taking some photos and some videos at a burlesque where one of my most favorite models was performing. So I am both exhausted and distracted and having one hell of a new year. So I hope that you are doing the same. And if not, well, there is plenty of year left to get that turned around. So in the meantime, I guess we gotta head south. That's right, I'd convinced myself that there are definitely wolf pelts in the hunting lodge. And it was rather rude of me to leave those behind, but I guess the compulsory weight of the bear spear was pretty reasonable justification. But I don't want to leave those wolf pelts behind. I also need to shoot a wolf down there to wrap up that side quest anyway. So we're going to go do that. And I believe we will also maybe pick up some venison along the way. I don't see them. I'm just going to hope they're behind me because I don't really want to spend too many more bullets on them. We are in the final stages of this episode/chapter because I cannot remember which it is. I think it's episodes. Yeah, I think it's episodes, and the main quests of the episodes are broken up into chapters. I think that's right. So we're currently toward the end of episode 2. Of the game episode 2, not of the Let's Play episode 2. Can you imagine if I was recording like 10, 15, 20-hour episodes? That would be brutal. I have been known to occasionally sit down and play a game for 10 hours, but 15 and 20 hours is pretty extreme for me. That's not a tunnel, is it? Right? That's an optical illusion that makes it look like there's a tunnel there. If I remember, we'll check that out on our way back. I don't want to do it right now. I have limited calories to spend, and I need to spend them on the things that I want to get done. I have limited calories to spend, and I have limited bullets with which to get more calories. I really need to keep that in mind, too. It is. It's totally an underpass. Don't do it. Do not do it. The good news for me is that I am pretty well kitted out for this trip. I've got some spare carry weight, and I've got a decent amount of extra calories from wolves and deers. And of course, as the trip progresses, I'm going to eat some of them calories, and then I'll have even more excess carry weight. But I think things might be starting to get a little bit tight by the time we hit the hunting lodge and turn around. So I need to I need to be frugal. I need to be frugal. And I need to also not be too greedy with picking up goodies along the way. He said, having promised to go and pick up wolf pelts that he probably can't even use. But even if I can't use them now, I think there's a good chance that I might be able to use them in the next episode. But this is the part that might suck. Because in these canyons, it can be tricky to avoid the wolves. And I don't need more wolf pelts. So hopefully they keep to themselves. I also need to make sure to remember to pick up my rabbit traps when we get back to the Mystery Lake region. So I definitely don't want to leave those behind. Oh, and I still haven't picked up that cache. That appears to be the only stuff marked on the map. I remember that there was that place that I could tie off that climbing rope, but I have no idea why I would do that, because I'm increasingly convinced that I'm never going to get the recipe for the bow. Or rather, that I'm not going to get it before I leave this area. So giving myself easier access to all of those saplings, although it would make me feel good, it wouldn't actually accomplish any objective that matters. Is this not the way I'm supposed to go? This is not the way I'm supposed to go. And this is not a good game for parkour. It's not even a good region for parkour. Knowing my luck, I'll sprain my wrist and then a wolf will immediately come after me like that one time. This is where I need to go. Well, the weather is good. If it holds up until I make it to the machine shop, it might be a good moment to have a look around and see if I can find that that cache over there. Will, please don't do a heckin' sprain right now. I'm not taking any chances with this wolf. This wolf is the one that got me last time. Aim sensitivity, please. That ought to give him plenty of time to gather his wits and come at me again in a minute. Yeah, go that way. That works for me. Get stuck on a branch. That does not work for me. Alright, put that away. I think we're good. Alright, well, we're off to a decent start here. I'm a little worried about how dark it's getting. I'm not sure if that's just this snowstorm settling in or if it's that late in the day. It's not like I paid attention. What do we have here? Did I raid this? I did raid this. Those are pretty much the same as I've already got. I don't need them. Is this the wrong way? Yes, it is. Well, I'm glad I made good use of the time I bought myself by shooting at that wolf. I'm sure that he'll be really conveniently placed now. Okay, what's the deal here? I don't need to go all the way back there. I can't go all the way back there. I just need to get back up here. Right? And did I not come down this hill? Come on, I already walked this route. Oh, there it is. I need to go up that hill and cross that tree. Wasting daylight. Now, is there anything in the machine shop that I need to bring with me? I did leave a big heavy hammer there. It does kind of look like big heavy hammers tend to turn up places where there are forges. And I don't know that big heavy hammers have any other use. And also they're big and heavy and hammers. And I'm just immediately wandering off course. So I think I'm probably going to leave the big heavy hammer behind. If I was playing a survival game, that would make sense because I would want to keep the hammer near the forge anyway. The only reason to carry it around would be if I found a forge that I liked better and couldn't find a hammer nearby. So I'm not too worried about that. I guess there's a pile of supplies in that tool chest there. I don't know that I remember anything terribly compelling in there. There's probably some food that I can rely on if I need it. And there's probably some firewood too. But none of those are things I need to work real hard to carry out. We'll check it anyway, just to be safe. So this episode is going to end when we go to Carter Dam and wait for an aurora and then cross through Carter Dam, which is going to be a one-way trip. A much more one-way trip, I might add, than the end of the previous episode was. I don't think the game will actually let us, but it's at least theoretically possible that we could go back the way we came. No, I don't want that deer right now. I guess we don't know that the, Excuse me? Oh, I guess I hit that wolf after all. How nice for me. And I have a use for wolf skins now. So that's two nice things that just happened. I really want to check the recipe, but I'm going to wait until we get to shelter. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I guess we don't know that that the Carter Dam is really going to be a one-way trip too. But even if it's not a one-way trip, it's only returnable during an aurora, which makes it a pretty inconvenient two-way trip. Not that I expect to be doing much going back in any case. Alrighty. Get over there. Come on.
It's getting dark out here. Time to look for shelter.
Can you think of a place where we might find some shelter, Will? Maybe someplace nearby? Doesn't look like we can share Methuselah's fire this time. Although he did leave his fireplace. That was thoughtful. Let's see. This is another wolfy spot, so I need to be paying attention here. That sounded like a big growl, didn't it? Alright, we might actually get a clean run at the machine shop. After all the difficulties of the first time I was hanging out here, I'm feeling like this is a little too easy. Which are just not words that I should be uttering, because I know how that goes. Oh, hey. I don't remember seeing that graffiti. They hate the light. Who do you think they are? I don't know of anybody that hates the light. Alright, I don't want to make the mistake I did last time of burning up a bunch of lamp oil here, because I really don't have much in the way of surplus. So I'm gonna shut off my lamp, and then I'm gonna check this toolbox. Arrow shaft, don't need it. Flashlight, maybe I need a flashlight, right? I could potentially need a flashlight. I'll try and remember to pick that up on the way back through, I guess. Okay, I think that was probably it. So we can go ahead and have a drink in the dark as well. How are we doing on water? We got some. And let's go ahead and have a snack. There must have been like no meat left on that wolf shank. Which means the food situation is a little tighter than I thought it was. Alright. Is there stuff in this one? No? Okay. And there is a bedroll in here, is there not? Oh, there's a cot, I remember. This is not the way to the cot. You wouldn't think that this place would be sheltered, would you? With all of this snow on the ground. There we go. Okay. Time for a little nap, and we'll resume our journey in the morning. See how 10 hours does us. That ought to work. We need a drink, don't we? Did I actually have any food set aside here? I wasn't even looking. I do have some food. Might as well take the food. Yeah. So we'll cook a little water on our way out, I think, because there isn't a whole lot left. Nope. Alright, let's do it. You'd think that it would be easier to start a fire in a stove than it would in a campfire. Maybe absent ambient wind, it's really not that different. Okay. water. We'll do... Oh, let's do 1.5 liters. We're about to drink some. Okay, so we need... Yeah. How much of this have we got? We got 5 of those. That'll do. So if I wait an hour, that'll get it part of the way. Yes? 25 minutes until boiled. Alright. And how about some chocolate? Drink up the last of the water. And 22 more minutes. How long would it take to chop up some wood if I could find it? There's none here. I'm not going to worry about that. There'll be opportunities to chop some wood along the way. Oh, let's go ahead and have a look at our recipes, right? Wolf skin coat. So we need 4 pelts and 4 guts. How cool would it be if it actually deters wolves? I'm down for that. And what do we need for the deerskin stuff? We need 3 deer hides and we need 2 deer hides. So we need a total of 5 deer and 4 wolf. And then I think I need a couple of rabbit skins to repair my rabbit skin stuff. So I'm pretty sure that I'm still short a wolf pelt or 2. But I don't really want to mess with that right now. I'd rather wrap up my hunting back in the Mystery Lake region. I just want to grab what's down here and go. Because then at least I can take care of that stuff in a region where I've got a reasonable amount of shelter and I've got access to a really good food supply. I mean, it's not a great food supply, but it is really nice that those fish are quite abundant. Drink some boiling hot water, because why not? Now we can move along. I wonder how strongly the coat deters the wolves. Oh, come on. I shot you. That is uncool. Alright, what do we got? We got a sprained wrist. That's not so bad. Why do you suppose that wolf was so hell-bent on coming after me? Did he hear me talking about wolfskin coats? And if so, why was he asking to join one? He didn't eject one on the ground just then, did he? He better not have. Am I, like, really stinky or something? No? I don't have any stink lines right now. That was wild. Since when are wolves not deterred by getting shot at? 'Cause, 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 'C What's the deal with this cache? I'm, like, practically right on top of it, right? Might as well replenish my wood supply while I'm here. Alright. Is it actually in the maintenance yard? They're normally pretty easy to spot. They've all been pretty easy to spot once they're flagged on the map. So what's the deal? Yeah, that's not helpful at all, except to show me that I'm not very close to it. I should just dig up the note that describes it. I have to have it in my pocket or it wouldn't be on my map. If it's not up the hill, is it down the hill? I'm pretty sure I looked around this area, didn't I? Is it under this little rock outcropping? Not very. Ah, here we go.
I've been looking for you.
It's very thoughtful of the forest talkers to put their emblem on that box so that everyone would know who it belongs to. Not great tradecraft for eco-terrorists, if you ask me. But I don't know how much reason I have to believe they were ever very successful. Oh, are you getting cold again, Will? I guess my wounded wolf didn't go that way, did he? Son of a gun! Just popping up out of nowhere. Alright, what else have I got? Infection risk. I mean, fine. Alright, well now I have to deal with this wolf. Because he's just demonstrated to me that he's going to be a problem. So where did you wind up, wolf? Now, do you think I can walk across this? I might actually be able to walk across this. Do you think it's the same wolf that attacked me the first time? If so, he's probably in pretty rough shape by now. If not, he might just be annoyed. That looks like it could be a dead wolf. Wouldn't that be convenient for me? Yeah, I think that's my guy. Okay, Wolf. Well, since it's the end of episode 29, I'm going to go ahead and take your skin. And in episode 30, we're going to conclude our little adventure to the hunting lodge and pick up some more wolf skins and see if we have enough. The answer's no, but talk to you soon.